The first thing we'll do in this demonstration is set up Windows Admin Center. You can download WAC from the Microsoft Evaluation Center. Comes down as an MSI. I'm on a Windows Server 2022 domain member server, as you can see here. And let me run the MSI package here so you can see what's involved. I think I mentioned earlier in this learning path that depending upon whether you're on a server or client system, if we were doing this on a Windows 10 or Windows 11 workstation, then it would be a single user local install. However, because we're on a server version of Windows, WAC will be set up as a Windows service, and it will be what's called a gateway. We're required to accept the software license terms. We'll click Next. You can opt in or opt out of what level of diagnostic data to send to Microsoft. It's recommended to let Microsoft update Windows Admin Center, and this could be if we're using Azure Arc. If this is an off-cloud machine, we could use the update management solution, which in turn can use Microsoft Update. Anyway, I'm going to integrate it with Microsoft Update. Let's click Next to install the gateway. I'm going to click Next. Now you'll notice that the default port for the Windows Admin Center site is 443, and you've got the choice to generate a self-signed certificate that will expire in 60 days, or you can use a certificate that's on the computer, and we can optionally, although it's recommended, redirect HTTP port to HTTPS. Let me click Install here. Setup is complete now, so we can use the host name of the server, doing an HTTPS call to connect to the service. I'm going to authenticate with my administrative credential. Now this is not an IIS application, and what we can do here, let me zoom in a little bit, is we can connect to the local server, which as you see is a gateway, and depending upon the extensions that we've installed, we then can come in and manage the system. Another thing we can do is add connections. So let's make a connection here, clicking Add, to a local server on my network. Actually, it's called vm1.timwinfo. Let's let it resolve. It looks like access was denied. Well, let me specify a username here and then add with credentials. There we go. And to begin to manage certain services on those servers, VM1, for instance, is a domain controller. Hopefully it makes sense that we would want to do user and group management and this kind of stuff. This is going to take us over under Settings, Extensions, where you can install the Active Directory and other extensions on this system. Let me zoom out a little bit and click Install to install that extension on this system.